Welcome back to Coyote Classics. Today we're checking out a rare four-door hardtop Chevy Bel-Air. A lot of money spent on the restoration of this car. Has some pretty rare factory options such as power windows, but the biggest thing with this is just the quality of the restoration. Stunning interior on it too.
A new Wonder Bar radio. It's got power seats too, no?
Really?
Yeah.
Power seats and power windows in the 57, and power antenna in the rear.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, with dual antennas. Pretty cool. See, look, and they work.
No shit.
Yep. Oh, zoomed in too far on that antenna.
Don't go too far.
No, I said I zoomed in too far.
Oh.
But yeah, it works. You can put her down though. Just a ton of money was spent. Power steering, another pretty rare option on these.
It's got pretty much everything but AC. You know, power steering, power brakes. We just replaced this here, and we had to buy all this new because the generator wasn't right, so we had to get all this. It was like $400 in parts.
Crazy.
So even though we buy one, somebody said he had $70,000 in the restoration. When we got it, we still spent another $5,000 to $10,000. By the time we did that, I did all new wiring for the behind the gauge cluster, got the gas gauge all working. That was all new. You know, so even though somebody restores it to this level, there's still always things left.
Yep.
You know, and that's what we do here at Coyote Classics, is try to eliminate as much as we can of you having to do something when you get it home.
283 with the 4-barrel.
It is a 4-barrel?
Looks like it to me.
Yeah, it is. Looks like it. Beautiful, beautiful car. And I love the white with the red interior. Just a classy 57 four-door hardtop. We did sell a black one of these. Very nice car as well, but this one's just over the top of that.
Yes.
We were just talking about it. And when you spend that kind of money on a restoration, you know, you can tell, and it doesn't take long to add up. Chrome is beautiful in the front. Gap is nice from front to back on the hood. Lines up nice in the back on both sides. Top of the door, top of the fender and hood, all lines up great. And the iconic Bel-Air with the gold in here just looks great, doesn't it? And the gold on the back.
It does, and we'll get around to it, but I really like the Continental kit on this one too. It works really well.
I can't believe you're saying that. Usually we're not Continental kit people.
But on this 57, it does look awesome, and it's just right.
The gap on this fender to door is just beautiful. Anytime you got white, you got just a little rail dust, guys, that's all that is. But the rocker panel, the doors are beautiful, the quarters are awesome, trim is nice. I'll let go. New door handles, mirrors are new, and look at the quality of the interior.
It's very nice.
Even the strikers and stuff, you know what I mean? There's no overspray on anything. It was just done right. In a few minutes. You got the day-night mirror. The dash is exquisite. Headliner is beautiful. Dome light works.
And I like these too, because you still have the Bel-Air, still have that open cab look, but then you have, you know, a comfortable back seat too. You can haul your friends and stuff to shows.
How nice is it if you do go somewhere to a car show or a cruise night or out for dinner or something, you want to take your classic car, how nice is this to get in and out, rather than try to squeeze in when you're 50, 60, 70 years old to try to get in there.
And still hardtop with
it's the same look. You know what I mean?
100%.
It's the same exact look, but you can get your buddies in there easier, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll up those windows, they'll make it a little warmer for us later. Here's what Dalton's talking about. They did a great job. They carried on the Bel-Air right here. Oh, I forgot their power, D.
Yep, worked pretty well too.
The front ones go up super fast. The back ones were just a little slower, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this doesn't really need any help, but they're just fragile, you know, they're from 57.
And it's freaking cold.
Yeah. It's been sitting out for a couple hours.
How about that, though? Keep her coming, Kassan. Keep her coming. There you go. There you go. Back bumper is beautiful. Nice dual exhaust. Stainless is great. Sorry about the wind today, guys. It's just we've been gone for a week. We've had a lot of these videos that we're trying to get done, so it just seems like it takes a little bit of time. I like the spinner hubcaps. There's your wide whites. They are bias ply. Over top of the wheel well is perfect. There's a couple tiny, there's a little scuff is all right there on the top. Rocker panel's great. Corner of the door. Again, door panels are nice. There's your factory VIN number. The dash is in great shape. Horn works. We're gonna work on this back window here a little bit. Kind of was slow going down. We had to kind of help it a little bit. Now it's even a little slower going up, isn't it? Yeah, we'll fix it when we get back. Power windows are super cool, but that's the only bad thing that can happen. Dome light works. Headliner's beautiful. You want to video me to go up and back here? Power seat works.
That's crazy. Even if both of us on here, it works good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just got power seat forward and back.
Heater fan works. I guess I know Mark spent a lot of time just getting all this little stuff.
A lot. Gas gauge works.
Wipers work good.
And the windshield, you can tell that's been replaced. You know, it's just nice.
I like these too.
Yeah, we put a new wiring harness back in for the instrumentation. Heater works great. We're gonna leave that go. I don't know what's going on in this radio. It looks like it's new. I mean, I know it's powered up. See it? Might not have a speaker in it. I'll have the boys check on it. You can tell it's new.
Power antenna. It's just a really unique car. Very unique.
Isn't this something?
Then make sure you check out the undercarriage on this one too. I believe that's all nice, painted black, just
Yeah,
real quality car.
It's gorgeous. They spend a ton of money on it. It idles so nice too.
Even when
The guys did their thing, did all the brakes, and you know they just redo all that stuff. Sorry about the little bit of wind noise we're gonna have with that window down a little bit, but it's
We'll
gonna
get
go
that
back
back in the
inside
shop.
here anyway. Just a 2-speed power glide transmission. Shifts beautiful right there. There's your brakes.
I believe they're power as well.
Yeah, they are. Nice. And they stop perfect. I'm going to just take her down into low. That way we can hear the shift there. Again, not quite warmed up yet. Got to give her a little time. Nice shift, yeah. Speedometer works good, which it should. It's new. We went ahead and got all that new, so it's got 5 miles on the odometer. Steering wheel could be straightened. We might need to get an alignment for that. You know what I mean, to get it perfectly straight. But the car don't need it. But just to get it.
Get the steering wheel straight.
Yes. Yep. I'm going to take this for a little longer ride just to warm it up. See how it runs on the way back once it gets warm here.
Like these 50 cars are just iconic.
They are.
You can see even a big difference between that and the 60s cars. Just the design aspect. Didn't have the horsepower, you know, of the
No,
60s,
it didn't.
70s
But
muscle,
still, I mean, we're doing 65 mile an hour, 70 right now, and you can feel the difference a little bit between this and the 63 Galaxy. They had the, you know, the iconic red line look with radial tires. This has got the old bias ply, so it still rides good. We're doing 65 mile an hour right now, according to the speedometer, and we're doing all that.
And my windows seal up awesome. I don't have any wind noise on this side.
And we still have freaking a lot to go. And as far as the bias ply tires, it goes nice and straight down the road. You can just, they'll tend to follow a little bit.
There's a little thinner.
But they're cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna do kind of a high-speed braking up here. And then we'll take it for a little, see if it runs any better now that it's warmed up just a little bit. As far as the steering goes, we get that steering wheel straightened and it's ready to roll. So we're doing 50. Check our brakes.
Oh man, they stopped excellent. Almost through the windshield. Yeah.
Right, they're nice.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not touchy, but you
just
know, yeah, we got
stop
power
on
drum,
time. Yeah.
right? You know what it is? Like I said, it's cold and stuff, but it's idling nice as we get down here yet. laying into it again, it's running a lot better right now, isn't
yeah.
it?
It makes a huge difference in just this mile and a half of warming it up. You know, now it runs good. No spin.
Shifted at 50
Yep.
on its own. There again, I'm all the way into it. There's your downshift. Yeah. Right back up. It's a 60.
Good car. Check it out on the site, coyoteclassics.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next test drive.